今集咧，我哋就請咗阿 Shir 嚟傾咗大半個鐘頭嘅。佢就係一個以色列嘅當地人啦。佢嘅男朋友就係早幾日已經派咗上戰場阿 Boaz 啦。有興趣想了解翻我哋之前係點樣認識嘅話咧，可以去翻尋晚嗰條片，我哋有個 link 喺度。今次同阿 Shir 傾偈咧，就係想了解一下喺佢眼中呢一場衝突對佢帶嚟一啲咩嘢影響，同埋喺一個以色列人嘅眼中咧，究竟呢一場衝突係點樣樣嘅？呢個係以色列人角度啊嚇，巴勒斯坦人角度本身我最尾嗰日臨走前我都想去拍嘅，但係冇啦，戰爭發生咗，而且我亦都唔識得任何巴勒斯坦人，所以我哋今次純粹係睇以色列人眼中嘅角度。Hey Shir.
How are you?
I'm well. You know what? I actually took the last flight out.
Really? Wow.
Yes, there was only one flight out of Israel, and once I took that flight,
Wow.
they canceled the route.
Wow. Wow. I mean, that's crazy.
So how are you holding up?
You know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's tough days, and I just hope it will be finished soon, but I don't know. Most of the people say that it's going to be like for a long, long time. So
What was the last update you had with Boaz?
I think this morning we talked. Boaz is not in Gaza, he's in the north, and our fear is that Lebanon will start a war also. And now Lebanon is kind of hot place because I don't know, there is rockets and some events in the north, and since then I can't talk to him. So I'm scary as fuck, and I'm just waiting him to call me. And I don't know, like every hour I send him messages, and every time I can talk to him, we talk, because you can never know. He can be available and then like in a minute to just go away, and I can't reach him. So I'm hoping he will contact me soon and say, "Oh no, it was nothing." So
Is he on the field?
No, not right now. Every soldiers are inside Israel. No fields, outside of Israel. We're not in that kind of war yet. So they're just protecting our borders right now. And in the Gaza Street, it's a problem because the terrorists are inside Israel. So they just penetrated Israel. So in the north, there was today in the morning. Why it's so hard to speak all these politics in English. So today in the north from Lebanon, there was some terrorists that tried to penetrate Israel, and they were killed. For now, but this is what Boaz does, So this is where he is. So I'm just waiting for this to end, and I just promised Boaz I wouldn't go out, so he won't worry about me. So I feel like I don't want to break my words to him, so I'm just staying here.
I remember when I was chatting with Boaz, and I asked him a question from a scale of 1 to 10, how serious this time is, and he didn't even think about it. He just said 10. And he
now
also
it's like
told me about the
now
last
it's
time.
like now it's
like
1,000.
Okay.
1,000. I don't have any words to describe what we are going through. This is, I saw on the news that this is more Jewish people that got killed since the Holocaust in one day.
Wow.
The amount of people that got killed until now, we don't know yet the numbers, but it's like 9/11 for United States, in percentage to the people,
to the population.
in it.
I spent an hour watching the news with you, and Boaz did mention that whatever they show on the TV is probably massively lagging behind from what's actually happening. So now the toll is at 1,000, is it, or higher?
For now, it's 800, but they still counting and looking for bodies. So people say that it will come to 1,000 at least.
Mm.
And that is a crazy number. I mean, and there's a lot of very hard injuries, and people are dying in the hospitals. So, and there are still rockets, and people are dying from the rockets, you know. Yeah, you can see now. Let me show you. Now it's like 800 murders, it's written, and 2,500 injuries. So, and it keeps growing.
To give a sense of proportion for our viewers, so Israel has 8 million people, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yes, 9 million maybe.
Yeah. 9 million, and then 1,000 people died.
Yeah, for now they say 150 kidnapped, and this is just heartbreaking. You don't know what they're doing to them.
Do you know anyone personally that has been kidnapped or murdered? Someone close to you?
So I very fortune, yes, that
Fortunate.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know anyone that's really close to me, but they are uploading videos to the social medias of our kidnapped people. I mean, there was one girl, and this video is so tough. She's naked, and they are spitting on her on a truck, and she looks like, we don't know if she's dead or just unconscious, but just laughing at her when she's naked and spitting on her. And these are the Hamas terrorists. I mean, this is what they are. I can't believe how people just keep saying they are savior or something. I mean, these are the people. They kidnapped kids and women and elders, and this is their truth, the truth face, you know, the true face. And it's so hard to see all the hate in social media and how people can be on that side, you know. I'm not even talking about armies. I'm not talking about anything that happened. I'm just talking on this case is crimes against humanity, and nothing justify it. Nothing. And all the people that saying, oh yeah, it's because this is what IDF doing all the time. Show me one video which is a true video and not a false one, that our soldiers did something like that. We have never just came into Gaza just to murder? Never. Every time we came into Gaza, it was part of, I don't know, of an army, of a war, and they just came in and slaughtered families and kids and kidnapped elders. The way it happened, and this, I don't know, the savage attack is unbearable. You know, it's like now it's like 800 people that got killed. It's like 500 people that missing, more than 2,000 injuries, and each one of them has horror story. It's like 3,000 horror stories you have to hear, and I just can't. I'm sorry, I don't want to cry, but it's just so many kids are, I don't know, infant for now, people that, I don't know, put their children into the safe room and just went to protect them and died, and I don't know, people that just went to a party, and now we can see some videos of people in a party that, you know, just...
You mean the music festival?
Yeah, on the music festival,
Okay.
those people just went to a party, and they've never came back, you know? And the ones who came back, their old friends are dead.
Peace party, right? It's a party
Yeah,
for
peace
keeps.
party. It's a rave. Yeah. All of the survivors are fucked up, you know, their friends dead. They saw people dying. They ran away and some of them fell and died and some of them not. And I'm sure they're asking themselves, why me? Why not me? That's fucking unbelievable, unbearable. In one video, you can actually see the terrorists go from the air, and they didn't know what it is. Just okay, I don't know what's that, and they just kept dancing. And those terrorists saw them from the air. They saw that there is a lot of people. There was like 4,000 people in this party, and they saw them from the air. And this is how they knew to where to come and just shoot everybody. And that's, you know, it's crazy because I can't even imagine what these people experienced. And sorry for crying, but
It's okay.
it makes me feel, I mean, how awful and how mean and how, I don't know, how cruel can people be. And for hate, it's all just about hate. It's not it I can't believe someone can shoot a baby. I mean, what the fuck, you know? And I still can't believe it happens to us. I still can't believe this.
When I was on the
Yeah.
way to the airport 2 days ago, in some parts of the streets, there are a bunch of Orthodox Jewish people and also probably a bunch of Arabs. And they just gathered on the streets. I don't know what they're doing, but they gathered. I guess they're trying to protest the war or support the war, whichever side they're on. Is that still
In
happening?
Jerusalem?
On the way to Tel Aviv.
I don't know what happened there, but in Jerusalem, we live in kind of peace, you know? There is the East Jerusalem and problems, but I worked in the Abram hostel when before I finished my degrees when I was a student, and we work all together, Arabs, Jews, Christians, you know, we're just from all over the country and all over Jerusalem, and we're friends. We still have friends. I have friends Arabs, I have friends Christians here in Jerusalem, and we want to live in peace, you know. So and they also come from I don't know, not Gaza, but you know, but I can't find the word in English to this, but they have to go through the barrier every day, and still they are in our side, and we're still friends. We just want to live peacefully, you know. So it's not very rare to see Orthodox Jews and Arabs. It's just happen here every day.
How's the mood on the streets? Or your friends?
Bad. It's like a ghost town, Jerusalem. You won't recognize it. The night before, in Saturday when I slept alone for the first time, I was really afraid. I just checked doors are locked like 10 times before I went to sleep. I tried to like keep the window open so I will hear the alarm at night, and the street was silent. It's not, we live in a very, very central street, and there is kids and families and young people all the time, and it was just quiet. Yesterday I was crying at home and I felt very bad, so I went to see my friends in the Abram hostel. I don't know if you went there, but so we sat there, and in the way there, the street was empty, just empty of people. It was like apocalypse. And I think everybody feel the same. I mean, we sat, three of my friends, and we just cried and smoked cigarettes because we have nothing else to do. We walked here on the block, and me and my friend, and we just, every car that, I don't know, stops in the street, and we just imagine an M16 going out and just shooting at us, you know? And this is what terror does. This is what terror does. But I think as an Israeli, we are much more than that, you know? We're not that weak. And I know we had a lot of problems in between Israel, and I think that now it made us united, you know? I hope that the people who made this happen will pay. I'm speaking about our side and the Hamas side.
Is it mostly despair or fear or anger or sense of
I
unity?
think mix of those, yes, because we fear, because nothing is not over yet, and we don't know what about to come and if it will be worse. We don't know which war it's going to be. War is a shitty stuff, no matter which size you are. I think we're angry because someone didn't watch his back, you know, someone didn't do his job, and
It seemed like it came out of nowhere. Although you said the intelligence agency probably failed.
They failed. I don't know what happened. I hate to say it, but I don't trust my government. I trust my brothers and sisters. I trust the soldiers. I don't trust the government. I think they're liars. I think they were sold us. I think they use in the Palestinian-Israeli conflict for themselves and not trying to fix it. And I'm talking about our government and Hamas also, and all the Qatar and whatever. I'm talking about them. They are using the Palestinian-Israeli situation for their own goods. Nobody cares about the people, which is us and the Gaza Strip people. Nobody cares, you know. Now the Israeli forces are just destroying Gaza, and the one who suffers is, I know it's the people there, but for the first time I can't even say stop it, because they have like 150 kidnapped people. So I just, what should I do? What should I think? You know, I'm every time I feel really bad, but this is a fucking war zone now. And Hamas knew it. They knew if they will take us, kidnap people, they knew if they will do this, the Gaza Strip people will suffer, and they doesn't give a shit about them. They use them only for money. The leaders of Hamas, where are they? They're in Europe, they are in Jordan, they are in Turkey, drinks whiskey and smoke cigars. This is what they do. This is what our leaders do. I'm so tired of corruption. I'm so tired of the human race. Really, this is where I got with my thoughts, because everybody that has power just smashed everyone, you know. Even when the Israeli forces are hitting Gaza, they are sending memoirs to the people that they're about to explode this place, and if they can go, just run now. Which army in the world does that? You know, I mean, are you stupid? No one does it. I do understand why it's easier to believe to less people on the Gaza Strip and to see them suffer. They do suffer, but they suffer from Hamas. You know, when I was before I was born, Gaza Strip was a nice place to visit. My grandmother was going there. Yeah, my mother went there with her father, and my grandmother and grandfather are from Iraq. So they speak Arabic. It's a different Arabic from from here, but they were speaking Arabic, and they were just going to the market in Gaza with the train. And my mother says they have the best beach strip, the best beaches in whole Israel, and they could build there so many resorts and hotels, and to be rich, they could be the richest area in Israel, I mean, every day, 8,000 Palestinians coming here to work because the salaries here are, I don't know, more than doubled, maybe tens doubled than inside the Gaza Strip. So
now it's a slump.
It's every time it's a slump because the Hamas takes the money to buy weapons and to learn to teach kids how to murder. So this is why they are suffering, not because of Israel. And I think this Nas Daily, I think he called.
Yeah.
This is what he said. You see, he says he sees the truth, the true face of these organizations, and they just want money and blood and Jewish blood. So
how do the general Israeli feel constantly living under threat? Does it ever bother you, like before the war? Do you think of it all the time?
It's a tough question because we got used to it. I mean, I lived in a city when I was, my hometown. It's kind of in the middle of the country, and it's not threatened most of the time. And just in the last year, the Hamas started to send rockets there. But since I moved to Jerusalem, it's weird, because there are places I can't go there, or I just don't feel safe enough. But I think that the most shocking thing that we are kind of used to it,
Mm-hmm.
When we heard the first alarm on Saturday, we said, okay, another rocket attack, we were just, okay, another one. Okay, I wonder when it's going to end, So we're kind of used to it, but I think this is bad that we're used to it.
I actually see that in reality. On my way to the airport, I was thinking if I should go to the airport the next day because my flight is on next day. But
Yeah.
what if I couldn't get a taxi? So it was a dilemma for me. So I was on the streets, and then I just spoke to a random person on the streets. He was a Jewish person, and then he told me, "Oh, you should relax. We get this every now and then. I think you should just wait for tomorrow. Just chill. I think you're overreacting."
Yeah.
That tells me how much they got used to these kind of situations. But I wasn't feeling right, because even a 1% risk isn't worth taking for me. So I just took off.
Yeah.
To the airport, and turns out it was a right decision.
Yes. Wait, does this person was Orthodox Jew?
Not Orthodox.
No, maybe in this hour when we put you on your apartment, I think I didn't know either what is going to be, I think when we left our apartment, it was like 22 dead people. So I said, okay, tomorrow Boaz is going to back home, and it will be okay. I don't
That's
know,
what I
like
thought
20.
too. That's what I thought too.
More the time kept going, we just understood how many dead people there are and how bad the situation is. So we used to it, but this time, this is way beyond we thought could be. You know, we're really broken. I mean, people are just crying, just can't imagine, and the bodies are still counting. I mean, how can you ever be happy for something like that? How can you say something about free Palestine after a thing like this? You know, I would never say I'm happy this is happening to someone. And I do hate some people, but I would never say this. I think the problem in the Palestinian-Israeli problem, as I said, that we both want to live on the same land. Some of us believe in coexistence, but some of us are so hateful.
Do most people think like they want to coexist, or is that a minority? Just based on your observation, it doesn't have
in
to.
our side, in Israel. So it's really half and half. You know, most of the demonstration that were on the government and stuff before was between the people who said, I don't know, this wasn't the demonstration, but most of the people that went to the demonstration were against all of the radical government people who did a radical steps against the Palestinian in Al-Aqsa, in Ramadan, in the saddles. We don't want that. We do want to respect them. We want to live in peace. Let them do what they want to do. Let them pray. The problem is that Al-Aqsa, it's a very sacred place to the Jews and to the Arabs. And sometimes the Jews just do a really shitty steps because they want this place, you know? It's a tough situation because both sides want the same place and want the same secret places. But most of us just want to live here peacefully, you know? Most of the people that come from Gaza Strip to work here are doing a lot of money to give their children a house, you know? Inside Gaza, they would never do this amount in a month. There are Israelis who saying we should kill them, we should wipe Gaza. Okay, they are radical people, but most of us doesn't want that. You know, we just want everyone to respect everyone and just live here in peace. And a lot of Arabs here as well. Yesterday, I sat with friends, and one of our Arab friends came, and he works here, and he had like a full day to just move to cross the barrier because they just closed all of the barriers in Israel. And he came in the evening, and he was devastated. You know, he hates this situation. He hates Hamas. He has a great job here and a great salary and a great friends. So, and they came and shit all over it.
I have a question.
So,
if Hamas knocks on the door of a Palestinian, does he get a free pass, or they take him hostage anyway?
Of Palestinian inside Israel?
Yes, or are they just targeting Jews?
There's like 40 Arabs that got killed. Some of them with hijab, so you couldn't get wrong, you know? Yeah, you couldn't be mistaken. With hijab, a lot of the Bedouin people got killed, and Bedouin are not Jews.
Is there any reasons? Like, do they give any justifications?
Reasons to what?
To kill their own kind.
I think they're so hateful. I think they raised to hate so much. So they just wanted to shoot somebody. You know, they were so hateful. They just wanted to kill, because I heard about 2 kids in Gaza, near Gaza, in the colonies. Terrorists came inside, they killed both of their parents, so now they have no parents, and they covered them with a blanket and wrote on the mirror, "We won't kill little children." But next door, the whole family was wiped away. 3 kids, two parents, and 2 grandmother and grandfather, just wiped, you know? So, and if you don't kill little children, you killed their parents right now. So you kind of killed those children from inside. So this stuff cannot be, I don't know, recognized. I don't know. It's just horror stories, you know? I don't think they came and thought, "Oh, will we kill them?" No, they just came to kill whatever there is, you know? For your question.
They are knocking on doors, and if you don't come out from the door, they burn your house down, right? Are there any
Yes.
protocols from the government that they tell you that you should do if you hear knocking?
No,
Or-
because it was never happened before. I think in the worst scenario, we didn't think this could happen. I mean, there were like 50 terrorists in each. It's not a city; it's like a village. Okay, so it was like 50 terrorists on each village, and they just went, you know, house by house, and there was no protocol. People tried to connect via WhatsApp, you know, to ask what to do, and Israel was failing by rescue them. So no protocols. I think we're still in shock. We still can't believe that this has happened. And again, I'm trying to put aside all the Israeli-Palestinian problem, because this action is so horrible, is so crime against humanity, which I'm not even considerate in between the Israeli-Palestinian problem, because no way. I mean, they
Nothing
crossed the
justified.
line. Yes, nothing. They crossed the line. They just crossed the line this time, you know. And I could understand if it was an army against army, but I don't know, small children, elders, women, that's not cool. I mean, no way to justify it. No matter what you think about this situation, no matter what you think about Israel, no matter what you think about Gaza, that's not cool to stand by this side this time, you know?
Is there one thing that you really want the world to know about? Or is there one thing that you feel most people get wrong about this conflict that you really want to clear the air?
First of all, most of us do want to live in peace.
Mhm.
For real. We do want to live in peace. We do hate when our government or Hamas doing something shitty. We hate this. We angry about it. So not all of us are, you know, like our government, but also our government is, I mean, IDF, the army, does what it takes, so Saturdays like this one won't happen. I think this is the worst scenario, which why IDF exists, you know, because this is what they can do. This is the evil we are afraid of. And I can guarantee no soldier have ever done something like that to a kid or to a woman in Gaza Strip. And when they're hit, and I know they get killed, I know they're hit, it's by the Air Force, and this is only because Hamas is using those kids and women to send rockets from their buildings. So what should we do? You know, it hurts. It really hurts, but what can we do? And there is a a quote of Golda Meir, which was the prime minister in Yom Kippurim. Wait, let me translate it to English. She said, the peace will come when the Arabs in Gaza and Lebanon will love their children more than they hate us. And this sentence is literally what's going on between Israel and Gaza. This is how I feel people should see this situation. And if we won't attack in Gaza, and I know innocent people are getting hurt, I know. If we won't do this, this Saturday will come over every fucking week. And now they showed the world what they can do. And that's it, I guess. I know people are getting hurt and I hate that. I really hate that. But when Hamas using a human shield, what can you do? What can you do? You know, it's tough. It's a very hard conflict. So I think people should hear more people, hear more sides, and then to decide. It's okay if they will say, okay, I agree with the other side. That's fine. Also, in what people are saying about Israel does, and when I read it and I figure out Israel was not okay, I'm not afraid to say it. You know, people doesn't like to hear it, but if we did something bad, I will say it, you know, and this story we talked about today, that he was saying very clearly about the situation, you know, between Arabs and Israeli and Palestinian. He just said the truth and very clearly one. So this is all you need, you know, just to see both sides' actions, but for real, not in TikTok and not, you know, go to the books, go to, I don't know, even news today, you can't believe, you know, but just go or talk to people who live here. The one thing I really hate that people are trying to talk about this situation, but they have never lived here. They've never been here. So how can you say your opinion about something you've never lived, something you've never felt?
On the first day that I met Boaz, and we were getting to know each other, he told me about his dreams and aspirations, and he told me about that you made plans for the weekend to have a party, and then we were going to get drunk or something. But it just sucks how those dreams and aspirations, they don't matter anymore. Like overnight, no matter how much you planned, how much you dreamt, it doesn't matter. Nothing is more important than surviving now.
Yes, I mean, we will go to the Dead Sea this weekend because we're celebrating 3 years together. And now I couldn't even say goodbye, you know, because everything was so hurry. And when we came to his parents, in like 20 minutes, he just went away, you know, so I couldn't even hug him and kiss him because everyone was there. And I just told myself, okay, I mean, he will come back in like 24 hours. And now everything is just, you know, it's over. And I'm just sitting here and waiting.
I hope this ends soon.
It's going to be so tacky, but Boaz is like my best friend. I mean, we're not a regular couple. We do everything together. I mean, he's at home most of the time, and he's really my best friend. You know, I can't breathe without him by my side, not even physically, but every breath I take, I'm telling about it to him
That
in
is so
WhatsApp.
sweet. Do you tell him? Do you tell him that, or you just does he know
What?
that? Do you tell him that?
I guess
You
he
tell him.
does. Yeah. So it's so weird to be without him.
Let's hope that he comes back soon.
I do want to say that I said a lot of tough things on this conversation against Hamas and against Gaza, against our leadership. I do love my country. I love Israeli people. I think that to see our soldiers right now, our people that helps each other, sometimes we feel like this government doesn't deserve us, and we're just great people. We just want to live in peace, and sometimes some of them just destroy it. But I do believe we're stronger than that, and I hope these people will go home and we will see a better days in Gaza, in Al-Aqsa, in the Arab people, in the Jewish people. Just stop with the radical decision and radical people. This is what's important the most. And I love everyone. We just want to live in peace. That's our goal in the end of it. And I'm talking to you, and I still can't believe this has happened to us.
Stay strong.
But
I hope this ends soon. I hope we can go for drinks next time.
I wish.
I wish we could go for drinks, and I hope that you and Boaz can go to the Dead Sea. Next time I'll come over, and this will all be over. Okay, and stay strong.
I hope so.
Stay safe.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye, Shir.
Bye.
Bye.
今集傾住咁多先啦，嚟緊我哋都會係咁出關於以色列同埋哈馬斯佢哋嘅衝突嘅唔同嘅題材，可以喺多角度俾大家了解到。咁記住緊貼住呢一個 channel，我哋下一集見。